So guys, I know it's 2 videos in one day. Usually that's a lot, but hey, we had to have My Hero sponsor, but we're going to be going over none other than the beautiful Market Watch. So guys, let's get into this Market Watch, talk about basically alternate being because it releases on Friday. So it's good to see where the prices are falling right now. And without further ado, let's get into the video and talk about it. On the Europe side, looking like we're way out of price here, $22. Nope, that's just crazy. I'm sorry, guys. WarGreymon alternate art, already 97 cents. Probably you'll see this thing touch 50 cents by the end of the week. There's no way this isn't going to be dirt cheap, so just keep this in mind. Everything will start undercutting once we reach Friday morning, and expect it to tank. Probably about Sunday, I'll do another Market Watch as I normally do on top of the Friday one, and we'll see where everything lands there. WarGreymon EX04, $15, $16. Not terrible. Then we have Omnimon Alter B, hit $10.29. But earlier today, there was at least a dozen listings in the $8.98 range. $9, almost $10. So there was a lot of pro play games listings, and then they just disappeared. But to be honest with you, Omnimon Alter B coming down is pretty good to show. It shows like Shine Greymon Room Mode is the only expensive card you will be trying to crack this set. So definitely, if you guys are thinking about this, it might be a good investment to pick him up when he's in the $8 range, because that's where he's going to sit at. There's no way he's going to go up, because Alter B is just not going to do enough to matter. Alter B EX4 Volume 1, $50 on the Europe side. Okay. Well, we're 50 euros is not worth it. I mean, I round things up, especially to the next biggest whole dollar, and that's just like 50 euros. Okay. Kazuamon, $19. I don't see the super rare holding that much. To be honest with you, there are potentials and stuff like that, but this is just not it. $19, people investing into this is just crazy. This card should probably land you in the $10 range. Usually half the price of this, if not less than that. Do not invest at 20 bucks. I don't see it. Europe side, 17, 18s. So, yeah, not worth it in my opinion. Too expensive. WarGreymon Ultimate Cup. WarGreymon Ultimate Cup across time, BT12. So, last one sold $160.99, and then the rest were in the $300 range. So, if you guys have been doing quite well in your Ulti Cups, definitely list them now, because there is going to be more Ulti Cups coming down the line during these months. Then, basically, if you are a good player, you can always grab them again. So, definitely keep that in mind. Europe side looking like 50 euros, 50 euros, 55 euros, 59 euros, 60 euros, 60 euros, and then climbs up from there. Kind of still on the low end, which is good to see them on their low end. WarGreymon Alternate Art New Awakenings, definitely seeing a climb up, just because WarGreymon is still probably the better of the WarGreymon tribal decks, and it's just showing its power behind it. So definitely just keep it a watch on this. This card could definitely go up. Depends on what they ever do with WarGreymon either, too. Europe side looking like 28 euros, 30 euros, 30 euros, 30 euros, 35 euros. Not terrible. Magna Angemon Alternate Art Classic Collection. Still seeing some climb up here. Reason for this is because of BT14. That Patamon deck actually does want to play this card, because when attacking, if you have 3 or more security, this Digimon gets plus 4,000 DP on the end of your opponent's next turn. So what comes in handy here is that you will attack with this, gain the boost. He'll sit at 11 on his first swing, but on your opponent's turn, he's going to be 15, making it really difficult to swing into him naturally. So, and then the minusing 7,000 DP, if you guys can interact with your security, as long as something happens with it, you're minusing 7,000 DP to their Digimon, as long as you recovery one. So that can get nasty pretty quickly. And then your turn, when a card is added to your security stack, gain 1 memory. This gives another Patamon inheritable, so definitely not a bad trade-off. So keep that in mind. Europe side looking at $3.74 or €3.74, €3.75, but not terrible. So definitely keep an eye on this card. Then you have Biyomon Alternate Art Classic Collection. Definitely on the low end. It's starting to pick up some sort of bump here, but this is something you want to just keep on your radar, because if you are going to be quite honest with yourself, if the BT15 stuff, Biyomon, gets really good, people go after the low rarity stuff, the high rarity end of older sets first to buy out. So definitely keep this on your radar. It's worth keeping in mind. Europe side looking like €4.50, €5, €5. Not terrible, but definitely seeing a spike in their department. Crazy. Mega Kabuterimon Alternate Art Classic Collection. Definitely keep this an eye on, because once we see BT15 stuff, Izzy's going to be in there, and this could definitely see some play here, because when attacking, when this Digimon can digivolve into a Digimon with Insectoid or Ancient Insect in its traits in your hand for its Digievolution cost. Not terrible. So be able to skip a step depending on what else they give for us. If they give more aces for the Mega versions too in the future, that can get really nasty depending on what the Mega can do. And it's just something to keep on your radar. And then your turn, when the Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, gain 1 memory. Not a bad trade-off. But definitely $2 is not bad. Things like this, like I said, with the Magna Angemon, same thing's going to happen with Mega Kabuterimon and Biyomon. They're all going to go up as long as the support is good enough to support these older cards. So make sure you get your copies sooner than later. €3, €3 on the Europe side. Not terrible. Just keep it on your radar. Hercules Kabuterimon Alternate Art Classic Collection. So this is another option here, depending on what the ace does, because we know it's going to be Mega Kabuterimon ace. Hercules Kabuterimon Alternate Art Classic Collection is your turn once per turn when one of your Digimon with Insectoid or Ancient Insectoid in straight deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives. You may unsuspend this Digimon. Your turn, for each Digimon with Insectoid in its traits in his Digievolution cards, it gets plus 1000 DP. So there are possibilities what this can lead into. It all depends on what the ace does to set you up and for counterbacks. So to be countering and everything like that. So if the ace is really good, this can change things up, and it's just good to keep on your radar here. Hercules Kabu is €4, €5, kind of not terrible. There's plenty of stock there. Then let's get into Card Trader itself. Card Trader, definitely worth to get your singles, especially through vast variety. They have Alternate Being. They're starting to load up on it. So let's take a look on, let's see. They should be starting to load up on it. Okay. Yep. See, they're starting to load up on the singles. So they are a little bit expensive sometimes, but there are sometimes you can get a good deal out of it depending on the card. So just keep an eye out on it, especially you get $2 free, especially around pre-release time. You can get a bunch of cards for relatively cheap, because even with the $2 is not bad. So use that link down below to actually help yourself out. Definitely just keep a radar on this as well, especially if you have international stuff. Calling from Darkness, next adventure pre-release, shooting up to $21, then goes to $22, then $23, $24. So 19 listings. There's plenty of listings here. It's kind of expensive still, but it is a one-of, so just keep that on your radar. Calling for Darkness is always going to be good for purple decks. €15, 15, 17, 17. So not terrible. Calling for Darkness is a little bit cheaper on the Europe side. Pride Memory Boost. I know there's the Judge promo version, but the pre-release is some people's preferred way of going about it. It's either Judge or pre-release and then regular. But for $12, not terrible. Dark Knightmon will probably be slept on for a little bit, but don't sleep on it too long. I promise you the deck is actually pretty decent with the right support. Europe side looking like €8, €10, €11. Not terrible. Lonke Adescato. This card still kind of just leveled off at $21, and anybody that buys this basically shoots it to $40, but don't recommend buying it at that price. It's too expensive. Europe side looking like €4 to €5 to €6. Not terrible. A lot cheaper, more stock. And then Agitarmon, definitely plateauing here. It's stuck at 15s. There's 7 listings left. Once you buy out, somebody comes along and buys all 4 of these 15-ish cards, it instantly becomes back up to 20 pretty quickly. So just keep that in mind. Then we have Europe side, about €5. So definitely cheaper than us, which is good to see. Then, let's see. WarGreymon Tamer Party Pack special across time. Dipping down a little bit, not terrible. So we have $8, $8. So good to see it come down. Will probably come down a lot more, but we'll see if it holds that price. People are buying this up because Shine Greymon is supposed to be best deck of BT13. RideMyAvatar BT12 is looking like €6, €6, €6 for the Tamer Party Pack. Not bad on the Europe side, actually. Lucimon Chaos Mode, definitely a friendly reminder. Make sure you get your copies because whatever happens in the Europe side, you're going, well, sorry, BT15, which most likely be another secret for Lucimon, and it's going to be its second to last evolution besides the larval stage. This should be an expensive card, so definitely keep an eye on your radar with this card. It's going to go up, promise you. Europe side, looking like €22, 23, €24, 24, 24s. Not terrible, just they're a little bit more expensive than us, surprisingly. Then we have Metal Greymon across time encounters. Definitely starting to see a climb up. People are starting to realize that you're going to be wanting to play Metal Greymon across Blue Flare. So definitely keep this in mind, especially that deck is pretty decent. So worth keeping an eye on. Europe side looking like €8, €10. Not terrible. Then we have Chaosdramon Alternate Art Dragonic Roar. Oh, holding strong at 17. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Europe side for it is 14s, 15s. Okay. Then gets into 16, 17, and then 18. Yeah, not bad. Then Gabumon BT2. Definitely seeing some buy-in at $2. So just keep it a radar, especially check your bulk if you have this older stuff. It's a common. It's not worth not having in your collection. Oh, well, just a flip. Europe side looking like 50 cents, 50 cents, 70 cents, 70 cents, 72 cents, 74 cents, 79 cents. Dirt cheap across the board. There's plenty of stock in the 72 cents lane. And it's just a good purple card, as always. Then we have RideMyAvatar Alternate Art New Awakening. People are hyping this up for BT15 because of Digimon, what is it, Seekers? The new light novel that is being distributed every week. RideMyAvatar is one of the Tamer's main Digimon, so you're going to have to keep an eye on it because this might make a Ryuta deck by itself. Quite interesting to go all the way to Omnimon, so definitely think about this when you are paying attention to it. It's always worth just keeping an eye out on, you know what I mean? So 17, 17, 17's not terrible. On the Europe side, €12, €14, €14. So, not bad at all. And that kind of wraps up the Market Watch. Let me know down in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace!